At first glance, you might think this is an American Black Hawk, but no, it's the Harbin Z-20, China's newest medium-lift utility helicopter. Recently, on the Chinese social network, appeared the latest images advertising this helicopter. For the first time in history, China has demonstrated the Harbin Z-20 in such a large number. The Z-20 can be considered the most perfect Chinese copy product in recent years, almost indistinguishable from the original version. According to some sources, China has begun developing this type of helicopter since the early years of 21st century. Development of the so-called 10-ton helicopter project started in 2006, and the Z-20 made its first flight on December 23, 2013, at the 2019 Chinese Air Show held in Tianjin. For the first time, Chinese Harbin Z-20 helicopter made a public appearance in large numbers. Here, visitors can easily recognize the near-perfect similarity of the Chinese-developed multi-purpose helicopter compared to the Black Hawk helicopter currently used by the United States. Observers say that the reason that China was able to develop this most perfect clone was because after Hong Kong was returned to China, Beijing has access to S-70 Sikorsky helicopters who are serving in Hong Kong search and rescue operations. This S-70 Sikorsky helicopter is a civilian version of the Black Hawk helicopter, which is currently the most used by the US Army. This type of helicopter is supposed to be able to fly as far as Nepal, something that few Chinese helicopters have been able to do so far. Even early 2019, a few Harbin Z-20 military helicopters were sent to Nepal by China, carrying out transportation, search and rescue missions. Some sources claim that the People's Liberation Army Air Force has purchased 24 Sikorsky S-70 C2s and put them into service in 1984. Sikorsky seems to have licensed the production of this helicopter in China for non-military purposes, but it seems that the Chinese are violating the agreement. Z-20 will serve in the People's Liberation Army Air Force. The Z-20 will likely fly service throughout the People's Liberation Army. For the People's Liberation Army Navy, it could fire the roles of a military naval helicopter small enough to be interoperable across all Chinese vessels, while still being able to have a full suite of anti-submarine warfare capabilities installed. The design of the Z-20 has an incredible resemblance to the American Black Hawk. The easiest way to identify this Chinese helicopter with the Black Hawk is the engine exhaust and the symbol of the Chinese Army on the fuselage. Other differences are the Z-20's main propeller, which has up to 5 blades, while the original version only has 4 blades. The use of 5-blade rotors will enable the Z-20 to operate at high altitudes, giving it greater lift. It also has fairing sensors aft of the engine exhausts and on the tail spine, which are likely housing for satellite communications or the Beidou satellite navigation system. The Z-20 is believed to be powered by the domestic WZ-10 turbocharged engine, providing 2,145 short horsepower, compared to the latest GET-700-701D engine that produced 2,011 short horsepower. Some sources report that development of the new transmission system has been assisted by a helicopter. These features enable it to conduct operations at altitudes up to 4,000 meters. Similar to the Black Hawk, the Z-20 maintains a two-seat cockpit, a mid-mounted passenger cabin, and a twin-engine configuration mounted on top, which controls the main rotor and tail rotor system. The landing gears and two sliding doors provide access to the passenger area, just like on the original Black Hawk version. The Z-20 helicopter accommodates about 12 to 15 fully equipped troops. It has a payload capacity of around 5 tons, 1 ton internally and 4 tons externally. It can transport various loads, such as vehicles and artillery pieces underslung externally. This helicopter can be armed with machine guns and possibly other weapons, such as anti-tank and air-to-air missiles, or bots with unguided rockets. There is a nose-mounted flare turret. The basic utility helicopter can be modified to suit many military roles. Some sources report that Z-20F marine version of this helicopter is under development. The Z-20F is expected to perform anti-submarine warfare, search and rescue missions, and other shipboard operations on the Chinese Type 055 cruisers and aircraft carriers. The service has operated the smaller and more limited Harbin Z-9, itself a copy of helicopter Dolphin on board these surface combatants. The successful development of the Harbin Z-20 helicopter shows that China has fully mastered the technology of making the helicopter, with tactical specification comparable to the most modern US-60 variants of the US Army. My video of Chinese Harbin Z-20 ends here. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again.